Coming up next is Entrepreneurs Anonymous.
Put 100% into everything you do and don't let anybody discourage you from achieving a goal or trying something that is different. No matter how much people laugh at you, if you believe that you can make it work, go for it.
Life is full of possibilities, just waiting to be discovered. At Scotiabank, we believe in possibilities. For over 100 years, our customers have looked to us to help them uncover what's possible in life, in their finances, and in their future. Because when you believe that anything is possible, anything is. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
If you have a great idea, you need a great domain name. And now it's as easy as ABC. Secure your domain name plus free email, hosting, and a website builder for one low price. What are you waiting for? abceasysites.com.
Everyone has a dream, but only a special few have a story. A story about the journey from idea to enterprise. These special few know about the addiction that causes you to grow, to risk, to build, to share. This is their story. Welcome to Entrepreneurs Anonymous.
Hi, my name is Darin Holder and I'm an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is a person who has made a decision to be a leader as opposed to a follower. If I was just to say it in one sentence. A person has made a decision to be a leader as opposed to a follower. That's an entrepreneur. Words that come to mind are risk, because obviously being an entrepreneur is a big risk, and patience, because you gotta be patient as an entrepreneur. The third word, if I was to think of one on the spot, would be success. Because every entrepreneur, you get into the game of whatever you do because you want to achieve success. So I would say risk, patience, and success. I've worked for people in life, but I've never ever felt comfortable doing it, because, like, you know, sitting in an office all day, having an hour for lunch, that is not me. You know, I'm a person that I like to be on the move. I don't feel like if I'm achieving nothing, but just sitting there. Not saying that, you know, there's anything wrong with people that do that, but it's just not me. So I was never of that mold, even from at school, which I guess you'll ask me about later, but yeah, I got in a lot of trouble and stuff because I used to be real restless in class. So I was never a person to just sit, you know, still for any long period of time. But I was born in England, which a lot of people don't know. I was born in Cardiff, Wales, and I came back to Barbados. My father's a Jamaican. He died last year. And my mother was in England doing nursing. So hence I was born in Cardiff, Wales, and we came back to Barbados in the 70s. And I went to Cherry Grove Primary School, which is no more now, but it's a great school in St. John. And from there, I didn't spend a lot of time in primary school because it was almost time for 11 plus. And then I did the 11 plus and went to law school. Best school in Barbados, still. You know, I happily say that. And I went to law school, and that experience made me, I learned a lot from a lot of different teachers there. And I would say, you know, it molded me and made me into a tough guy, because you can't pass through law school and not be a tough guy. My mother always wanted me to be a doctor because my mother's a psychiatric nurse. So even when she was in England, she was at a hospital called Witch Church in Laneder and Cardiff. She would take me there and I would see the doctors and stuff like that. So I was always, and I wanted to make her happy and do that and become a doctor. She wanted me to be a psychiatrist. And even when she worked here in Barbados at the psychiatric hospital, I would go there and I would interact with the nurses and the doctors and so on. And then I went to the lodge. I started doing very good in form. I used to come first in class for the first 3 years. You know, it wasn't me. You know, that was, picked all the right subjects, biology, chemistry, and stuff like that. But and I've done well in them, but somehow studying, and this is not to kids out there saying don't do it, but studying, it just really wasn't for me. When I was 13 years old, I won't tell you the year I was 13 years old, but when I was 13 years old, I became the youngest person to win the Richest Out Teen Talent Show. So a lot of people don't know that, but I used to be a singer. So I won the Richest Out Teen Talent Show at 13 and had an experience with being famous in Barbados, because the Richest Out Teen Talent Show was bigger then than it is now. And I won the show. I did 2 Michael Jackson songs, She's Out of My Life and Ben. And I had a big afro and 70s suit. Looked like little Michael Jackson, and it was mobbed and stuff. People see me now and say, Darin Holder, he was that little boy that winning Teen Talent. People see me now. When they see the name Darin Holder, they remember. Because that was one of the biggest years for Teen Talent back then. So that was a turning point, because I realized I like this entertainment thing. And so I would say, so that happened while I was at school. And then because of all the year of the whirlwind of fame, you know, being a 13-year-old and making guest appearances on different shows, you know, I would have sang on the Randy Allen show, Tony Grisette show, Karen Leacock. As a little boy, I would sang with all these people. So that distracted me from the schoolwork to a point. But you might look at it as bad, but then it threw me into the entertainment, and I had it whet my appetite, and I realized that this is somewhere that I want to be.
Business Tips, brought to you by the Small Business Unit of the Ministry of Industry, Small Business and Rural Development.
Know when to call it quits. Contrary to popular belief, a smart captain does not go down with his ship. If your idea doesn't pan out, reflect on what went wrong and the mistakes that were made. Determine how you will utilize these hard-learned lessons to better yourself and your future entrepreneurial endeavors.
Scotiabank can help you get your business growing. It all starts with a conversation. Talk to one of our business banking advisors today. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
Honor, integrity, and passion are at the core of Chivas Regal Scotch Whisky. These values are also attributes found in the entrepreneurs featured in Entrepreneurs Anonymous. We call them Modern Knights. If you have an entrepreneurial spirit and need help getting your own business started, Chivas would like to hear from you. Email us an outline of your business plan, and you could win a grant of $3,000 from Chivas to support your business venture. Are you a modern knight?
So I say, let's plan our vacation, and suddenly everyone's on Liat.com. My wife announces she'll Liat.com, a nice hotel near restaurants and shopping malls. Must hide credit card. The kids want to Liat.com fun activities, and since someone has to be the sensible one, I'll Liat.com flights, our travel insurance, and a car. Well, sort of sensible.
Liat.com. What else do you need? Planning a business function, vacation getaway, or conference in Barbados? Visit the all-inclusive Island Inn Hotel, located within the Garrison Historic UNESCO Heritage Site and steps away from the capital Bridgetown. Let us amaze you with our simplicity, old world charm, and a true Bajan experience. Island Inn Hotel, Barbados. Let your Caribbean dreams come true.
If you like this show, share it with your friends. Watch your favorite shows on demand and in HD on Trident10.tv.
I joined the band because, you know, like singing. So I started singing with a guy. I need to make some money too. Okay, being in the studio, there isn't any money coming in really. So then I joined a band. We'll start with a band called Private Eye. That's why my first thing was with a guy called Junior King. He used to sing at the shipping and so on. And then that disbanded. And then they sang in a band called Silk with Philip Forrester on that band. I did that for a couple years as well. But then I got tired. So I get bored quickly. As a man, I get bored very fast. Doing the same old things. So, you know, that went great too. Yeah, that peaked. We used to sell out the warehouse, Pier 29, on Fridays. And then I got tired of that because you're singing other people's songs. And, you know, people come and tell you got a great voice, you sound really good. By the end of the day, you're singing someone else's songs. So I kind of finished with that, and then I continued to work with Lil Har in the studio. My aha moment for jingle came with jingles because I never used to actually write the jingles. I used to always sing. I was a singer, so I used to mainly sing the jingles. And then one day, Lil Har said to me that he got so much things on his mind that he can't write. He said he has a mental block. So he said to me, well, you write the jingle today. And I did it, and it got accepted, and we got paid for it. So I would say for jingles, that was my aha moment, because I said, aha, I could write jingles. I worked with Lil Har for a long period of time, singing jingles, working with him on jingles, and then eventually, like he would have went off in his direction, I went my direction, and then I started Stronghold Entertainment, which is the company I still have, was writing and producing jingles. I would say I'm living my dream today. I have a very popular song with Anthony Lil Har too, which a lot of people don't know. But they don't know it's me. But I had a popular song that we did called Old School Christmas, which does very well at Christmas time. And the person that sings that. And that's something that's one of my best memory with Lil Har would be that. He raps on it as well. And at Christmas time, that gets a lot of airplay. We actually used that sample before Will Smith. He used it in Men in Black after us. So, yeah, I guess he heard it, and then he copied it. Lil Har's an old school DJ. You know, he's into that back in time stuff. And he was telling me, man, we need a old school trap, old school. That was always coming out of his mouth, old school, old school. So I went home and I wrote it, and I came back and I said, God, this song is gonna be a hit. So he put me in the booth and I started singing it. And he started doing his thing. And then he went through the samples, he got a ton of records. And he went through it, and then we came upon Patrice Rushen, Forget Me Not, which is the sample we used. And he dropped it. I sang on it, adjusted some words. Worked on it like 24 hours straight, went right through the night, mixed it, dropped it on the radio the next morning. The rest is history, it just took off. I ain't got no training as a cameraman, but you don't need training as a cameraman to be a producer or a director. But I got into TV, honestly, into video by accident. Andrew Husmer. I was working with Mikey Husmer. Like when a lot of people would say to me, Darin, I want a TV commercial. And I would say, well, I don't do TV commercials, go to so-and-so. Go to so-and-so. And then there was this one client that said to me, I want a TV commercial. And Andrew, I was with Mikey and Andrew Husmer happened to be there. And I said, well, all right, I decided this time, let me see if I can put this together for you. And I told Andrew, and he told me to put together a script. And we went and shot it. It was my script. I directed the people, I don't know what I wanted. Andrew basically edited it, and we got paid. And then I sat down and said, well, I could do this again. Because that wasn't that hard. Because script writing is like writing a jingle, because it's creating. And I was always good at English at school too. It was one of the O levels I did get back was English language and English literature. I was always good at writing. And so I just started doing TV commercials. I mean, with different people. It was Andrew, then I worked with other people. But I'm the main, once you got your script and you know exactly what you want, because that's really what a director is, somebody that directs and knows what they want, you can do it. So that's how Stronghold then evolved from jingles to TV commercials.
Scotiabank can help you get your business growing. It all starts with a conversation. Talk to one of our business banking advisors today. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
Share the joy of a Kia. Share the joy of a Kia. takes you miles and miles afar. Share the beauty of the ride that takes you everywhere in style. Highly rated in this class, with every dream in mind surpass. Share the joy of a Kia. Share the joy of a Kia. Share the joy of a Kia. Share the joy of a Kia.
If you have a great idea, you need a great domain name. And now it's as easy as ABC. Secure your domain name plus free email, hosting, and a website builder for one low price. What are you waiting for? abceasysites.com.
So I say, let's plan our vacation, and suddenly everyone's on Liat.com. My wife announces she'll Liat.com, a nice hotel near restaurants and shopping malls. Must hide credit card. The kids want to Liat.com fun activities, and since someone has to be the sensible one, I'll Liat.com flights, or travel insurance, and a car. Well, sort of sensible.
Liat.com. What else do you need?
If you like this show, share it with your friends. Watch your favorite shows on demand and in HD on Trident10.tv.
BMW Keys to Success, powered by McInerney Quality Incorporated.
This business is all about networks and relationships and whatnot. So I would have had a lot of contacts and stuff. And you know, sometimes I would just pick up, look in the newspaper, I see a guy with an ad, and call him and do a jingle for him. But one of the secrets to my success, in inverted commas, is that I always do a lot of extra things for clients. You know, so that's a tip that I could give anybody. I always do things for clients that I don't get paid for. So I started, I would do the jingle, and the jingle would get approved. And most people would get the CD, and that's it. But I would say, well, let me book it for you on the radio. And then that turned into me doing bookings and develop another set of contacts to the TV and radio stations. So I would say I built up the company through doing extra things for clients and making the relationship strong. Okay, well, one of my clients, Barbados Egg and Poultry Producers Association, I did jingle for them. There's a little mascot called Eggy the Eggman. Eggy says it's okay to eat eggs every day, and if you're familiar with that slogan. But I came up with that for them, and I was doing promotions for them, trying to encourage kids because, you know, they did research and it was discovered that eggs aren't bad for you. So they wanted to, but adults are already in their own mindset. Most people feel that eggs are high in cholesterol. But they said, let's go after the kids and get it in the kids' mind. And I did the jingle and TV commercial, and it was successful. Egg sales increased in a period when egg sales are usually slow. And they realized that this thing was working because if the kids want eggs, then the parents will go buy them and sales increase. And then there were Wendell Clark, who's the president at the time. He said, you know, we need something else, something that will get people, you know, into using eggs. And I watch a lot of Food Network, cooking channel at home. And I said, well, eggs are economical. And I came up with the name Eggonomics. And he liked the idea. He said, well, let's run with it. I needed to find a chef that had charisma. And I went for a guy who is from St. John. He went to the same primary school as me. This guy called Michael Harrison. So I called Michael. I told Michael, well, let's do this. But Michael got a job overseas. And he said, well, there's another guy I think to do the job called John Hazard. And, well, you know the rest. All of them play their parts. They have lots of encouragement. Lots of encouragement. My wife is my tester of, like I would show her something. If she, based on her reaction, I would know, well, this ain't working. If it's not good, she would say, yeah, it's okay. So I know if it's brilliant, depending on, because she's a very tough judge. and she ain't trying to hurt my feelings. So, I tested on her. My mother is very supportive. If she sees something on TV that I do, she always call, and she's proud of it. So I didn't become a psychiatrist. But one twist to that story is she wanted me to become a doctor. I didn't, but my little sister did. So I'm proud of that. But she supports me as well. My sister always, she heard jingles, she'd be like, yeah, that's yours. I saw economics, I saw so-and-so. They got my back. You see, my friends, what I like about them, two of my friends, like Patrick Best, he's another law school guy, and a guy called Trevor Eswick, another law school guy. These guys are hard on me and criticize me, so they get, cruel, but, your friends, they tell you honestly, was the deal. And then when things do well, pat you on the back to make you feel good. So I do have a good support system around me. The bank does not respect entrepreneurs. Like, I get a loan from the bank easier when I work for somebody. They just want to see a pay slip, and they will lend you money. But you good now as an entrepreneur, they want to see your toenails. You know what I mean? They want to know all kinds of things about you to lend you a little bit of money. Then there's and I find that the ministers and stuff come on TV and talk all kinds of things. We can do this for the arts and so on and so forth. But yet, you ready to get this money now? It's just a lot of talk. It don't happen. So I would say my biggest hurdle is funding to get to the next level, because we're trying to get to the next level, which is take our food stuff international. We're in the process of doing that right now. But you need capital to do it, so I gotta use my own funds. So that's I would say that's the biggest hurdle. It's too much. And there are organizations that do it, but then it's too much red tape. I can't go in a place, and I respect the process, but I don't see that I should go to an organization today, present my stuff, next year, December, it's still being processed. I gotta take up my own. So I gotta use my initiative and do what I gotta do, because my philosophy is the one stopping me from doing what I gotta do. So I will come to you, and then when I realize that you're messing wrong, I go somewhere else. So if there is a hurdle, it would be financing of projects. A lot of people get involved in your projects after they see them successful. So it's unfortunate that a lot of people in the embryonic stage don't buy in. But that's how people are. They like to be part of saying that that it seems successful. Success, in Darin Holder's opinion, is achieving your goals while being happy. That to me is it. Because the aim of everybody in life is to achieve their goals, but some people achieve their goals and they're not happy. So you might have financial success, but you're miserable. So I think that if you can achieve your goals, you're happy, your client's happy, and number one, and most importantly, people that work for you are happy. And they're gonna be happy all the time. That's just the nature of business. But you can't unfair the people that work for you, because if they see you doing well, and they may see any benefits, they're gonna steal from you. So if you could try and keep your crew happy, clients happy, you happy, achieve your goals, you're successful. The nature of business is confrontation. I mean, you deal with people that are pleasant, and then you deal with people that are just plain confrontational. I had a conversation with a client years ago, and I did a jingle for him, and he told me that he's been in business for over 30 years, and he's still there successful. But he said, but you would know that I have a long line of enemies. And I can understand it then, but I understand now. That's just the nature of the game, People will, it's a moving train, and people gonna fall off along the way. But me, I don't take that personal. It's all business. I mean, a guy could curse me today and I would do a jingle for you tomorrow. I think people take things personally. You gotta be thick-skinned. I would tell a fella, the client is feeling that, you man get real bad. And I don't understand, you gotta be thick-skinned. I read voiceovers, and I presented a voiceover to a client, and they didn't know it was me. And I sat in the room and they said, I hate not getting money. And I said, okay, well, I'll get some money else. I mean, I didn't take it personal. So you can't take stuff personally because when you go overseas, those people don't mix matters out. I mean, they tell you what they're gonna tell you. So you can't take it personal and you gotta be able to recover quickly. So I ain't telling you that they ain't got things that offset me, things that people did that ain't have me upset, but I didn't show it. And the next morning, I gotta keep moving because I got my son to take care of. I got people relying on me. So the more downtime I got, that's less time I got to make money and move on to the next level.
Honor, integrity, and passion are at the core of Chivas Regal Scotch Whiskey. These values are also attributes found in the entrepreneurs featured in Entrepreneurs Anonymous. We call them Modern Knights. If you have an entrepreneurial spirit and need help getting your own business started, Chivas would like to hear from you. Email us an outline of your business plan and you could win a grant of $3,000 from Chivas to support your business venture. Are you a modern knight?
Scotiabank can help you get your business growing. It all starts with a conversation. Talk to one of our business banking advisors today. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
If you have a great idea, you need a great domain name. And now it's as easy as ABC. Secure your domain name plus free email, hosting, and a website builder for one low price. What are you waiting for? abceasysites.com. If you like this show, share it with your friends. Watch your favorite shows on demand and in HD on Trident10.tv.
What drives me? Right now, my son Darin. Because my daughter's big now, but I look in his eyes and he's so happy. People used to always tell me, man, enjoy your childhood, you didn't hurry to grow up. Because he ain't got nothing to worry about. All he does is watch cartoons and have a good time. He ain't got nothing to worry about. So he drives me because I know that he relies on me. So I gotta keep going. So right now, like to be very blunt, my son Darin drives me, but I'm still driven by achieving things. You offer a good service, you treat your clients properly. When they get you mad, you don't let them see. You swallow your tongue, even when you feel like telling them off. And you'll be around for a little bit. If you have an idea, follow it through. Because I remember when I told some people ergonomics, people laughed at that word. It's funny to me now to hear people using it like a word, like ergonomics. Oh yeah, I know ergonomics. But there was some people that I said that to, that laughed. So anything can become a brand name, remember that? So if you have some silly name in your head that you're scared to tell people, just go for it. Don't let anybody discourage you, because that's what most people tell you. You can't do it. I had a 8-to-4 job and I quit it. People told me I was crazy. People said to me, how you leaving sure for unsure? But I said, what you doing is not unsure. Because as I said, if you don't work, you don't eat. So, you know what I mean? So I would say basically, put 100% into everything you do and don't let anybody discourage you from achieving a goal or trying something that is different. No matter how much people laugh at you, if you believe that you can make it work, go for it.